Waiting for you. Don't forget to give me mod, right? So I can
I'll
actually.
sort it out. I will sort it out. I've got a couple of things. I need to write this down actually. I'll do it in a minute. I've got a couple of things I need to sort out tonight.
Because it would be great if I can have everything on my YouTube channel as unlisted from today.
Yeah.
And just like last time, it took like no effort whatsoever to get from your channel, from your Twitch channel to my YouTube, and I'm loving it that it's that way. And it frees me my Wednesdays so I don't have to record it and then render it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, I'll see if I can sort it out.
why the hell am I I want to impress you and I'm failing at it. That's it.
You've impressed
I
me
have the
enough
case of
already.
Davy.
Okay, so this is a blind pick match.
Yep.
On the blue team we have Teemo, I think it's a Fizz, Lee Sin, Nidalee and Gangplank against Ari, Nami, Lee Sin, Caitlyn and Garen. Garen actually got barrier heal, so that's going to be an interesting top lane against the Gangplank who's got flash teleport. I'd like to see a crit chance Gangplank, but you never know in these games whether or not you're going to see one or not.
Yeah, with Gangplank you can get multiple things. Crit runes, Gangplank, you can get Tank Plank, so many things. So Garen is actually prepared with his barrier and heal.
A barrier of a parlay as it's about to kill him would be hilarious, but I never think I'm going to see that sort of thing in these games, so we'll see what happens.
You never know, this could be 1 in a million, like that
be.
Ari.
Could be, yeah, that Ari, wow. Okay, so actually the bot lane is going to be quite interesting here because it looks like it's a Teemo Nidalee lane, and you don't usually see Teemo played as an AD carry, although he can be played as an AD carry.
Well, Teemo, as my friends and I say, Teemo can be played in all 5 lanes, and if he's in the jungle, he's Teemo the Deadly.
I've never actually seen a Teemo jungle, so...
Then I'm going to set a game with my friends so they can play, and you need to make an E account, and we can spectate it, and I'm gonna request that my friend plays Teemo the Deadly.
Okay, we'll have to watch
Because you
it.
need to see it.
So just waiting for Fizz to load in here. That mid lane is going to be interesting as well, Fizz versus Ari, because Fizz does have his Playful Trickster, which means he can get away from the Ari charm. It's almost a skill matchup, but I think Fizz probably just about has the advantage on his inherent skill set, just because the Playful Trickster and the Sea Stone
Urchin Charge,
yeah, the Urchin Charge and the Sea Stone Trident doing that damage over time. Be interesting to see if he manages to hit the Chum the Waters, because the Ari is able to dodge around using her Spirit Rush when she hits level 6. So,
well, in any case, it's going to be 2 high mobility assassins in middle trying to duke each other out.
Yeah, that looks like what it is going to be. Hopefully, at some point, I can get my words out. Oh yeah, actually, starting with that utility tree. She's got the Visual Water, she's got the Total Biscuit of Rejuvenation, she's bought a Crystalline Flask as well, and another Ward. So she's going for very defensive mid lane here against this Fizz. Fizz has gone for the Doran's Ring pot start, which you quite commonly see on mid laners.
Indeed. Well, to be honest, considering that Fizz can counter most of the AP mid laners, Morgana, Ari, and Anivia included. Anivia slightly in a better position than those two. He kind of... Ari... I understand Ari's choice. So...
Yeah.
Of playing it more safer and defensive. If she can get back into the lane with, I don't know, Cells of Harmony and Negatron Cloak, she can easily outtake him. Because that's what I did when playing Zyra versus Fizz. I just went... My first major item was Athene's Unholy Grail, followed closely by Abyssal Scepter. And I was dying after it, but I was always taking him out with me, so...
And that's one of the major things. If you can get a kill, it's kind of worth it. Oops, sorry, I accidentally pressed tab there. So there's an invade here on the red buff, which isn't that common, but you can see it sometimes. It looks like Ari's going to come down towards this Teemo. They don't know if he's in the bush at the moment. He has taken a little bit of damage from a Caitlyn trap, so
Yeah, he has been seen,
yeah,
so
he has
they
been
might
seen
know
on the
that
map.
he's there.
But it looks like this is going to steal away this red buff. Lee Sin starting blue on the blue team, so he might go up towards this Lee Sin's the red side red buff, or he might come across thinking that they haven't taken away this red buff. We'll see what he wants to do there.
If he goes down and checks his red buff, he'll know that it's taken, but he'll also lose precious time to get up to the enemy Lee Sin's red buff.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to be able to go across. Teemo in this bottom lane actually going for the AP Teemo bot lane, which isn't exceptionally common, although it does do a lot of extra damage. So
nice needly spear.
yeah, there's a lot of AP damage on this team.
Yeah. Nice bubble, stopping Nidalee in her tracks, because that was a forced flash, as Caitlyn is pushing them away. Nidalee is so far being really, really thorough with those very, very well placed javelins. Nice bubble, but it will miss. Caitlyn almost dead due to that first blood to Teemo. Wow, those minions and wards allow Teemo to get that first blood very nicely.
Yeah, I mean, it was just that Caitlyn got really low from a nice Nidalee spear, and then Teemo was able to flash in and get the kill with that blinding dart. It does do a lot of damage.
Nice Nidalee spear again, and Teemo, this time Nidalee picks up the kill with auto attack.
Yeah, again, Nami was just really out of place. She was only level 1, didn't have that ebb and flow, so couldn't heal up. And she just got taken down. Like, it wasn't a well-positioned...
Charm landing on Fizz, he will use Playful Trickster to try to get her... Ahri is ignited, but it won't be enough for the kill. Lee Sin coming for a gank that helped Fizz a bit. Garen slicing and dicing through Gangplank. Spin to win this time. Actually, spin to win.
Spin to win. Ahri had to use her flash there to get away from the Lee Sin gank. She just didn't want to stay around for too long because
Garen returning back to Gangplank. I'm not sure Garen is playing this smartly because he's constantly walking into the more populated blue side of the minions. He's taking that Spirit Orb of Deception right to his face and 2 Foxfires.
Yeah, lots of damage coming out onto the Fizz. It's difficult for him because he knows that he's got a bit more ability power than this Ahri at the moment.
Lee Sin versus Lee Sin near that top lane. Nice Q coming from Red Lee Sin. Red Sin, Blue Sin still following. Garen coming from behind, moving towards the side. Blue Sin landing a Q, Gangplank picking up the kill and tanking the turret. Will go low. He did eat an orange, barely surviving that one. If he can either outrun Garen, another orange, healing him up a bit. Garen still chasing. Ahri coming from the middle, trying to find him. Gangplank still has his... No, doesn't have his flash, but he has his teleport. Lee Sin low on health as well. Not smart. I don't think it's smart for him to move towards Garen. Even though Garen doesn't have level 6 yet. Gangplank will run away and survive.
Yeah, Gangplank just got that bit more movement speed with his E, just being able to get away.
Nice charm coming from Ahri and Orb of Deception. Dealing not that bit of damage to Fizz, but he does have those 2 Doran rings, while she doesn't have any major or any item at all at the moment.
She just doesn't have enough ability power to capitalize on the fact that she hit that charm. Like, she performed her entire combo with the Foxfire and the Orb of Deception, but just not enough damage, really. We see Nidalee trying to throw spears through the minion line here in the bottom lane. Not really
and
able
barely
to get
missing.
off any damage. Yeah, just missing most of them. But Army has gone back, has bought that Fiendish Codex, so that's going to give her a bit of ability power and a bit of cooldown reduction. Nami getting taken really low.
Nami in trouble, is both blinded and poisoned. Nidalee's spear did hit home, as Teemo goes for Caitlyn. She is poisoned and he'll pick up the kill.
This double AP comp in this bottom lane is really working out for them. They've got 4 kills between them, and they are ahead by 7 on CS. I mean, CS is quite low for this point in the game.
Here comes Lee Sin for the gank, lands his Sonic Wave. He did get charmed. Fizz is tanking the turret, will use the Urchin Charge to pick up the... Nami, Ahri surviving even though she was didn't get ignited, only passive from Fizz.
Yeah,
Did that ignite... This would have been a brilliant kill if he had Ignite up. Gangplank charging on Garen. Garen spinning to winning, dealing quite a bit of damage to Gangplank, forcing a barrier. Plank is still chasing because of that red buff, and Garen will survive.
Yeah, I mean, the heal came out there from Garen, just trying to make sure he didn't get a lucky crit against him. A bit of random number generation getting the kill there for Gangplank, but it didn't happen, and Gangplank's actually gone for that Phage. Now, Phage recently has been changed. Some people would say buffed, some people would say nerfed, so I'm going to leave it at changed. That happens now that you don't get a passive slow.
Lee Sin forced a playful trickster from Fizz. He is going to chase. He did miss a Q earlier as Charm missed an arm. Ari did land a charm this time. Here comes Red Sin as well. Blue Sin as well. Fizz goes down. Ooh, really well aimed but badly executed kick from Lee Sin.
Not quite able to get the kill there. I think he thought that his Dragon's Rage would do a little bit more damage. Going back to Phage, it now gives you 20 movement speed if you hit an auto attack, and 60 movement speed if you kill a minion or an enemy. So it's quite strong for people who want to kite a little bit and who want to be able to run around quite a lot, like Gangplank can do with his Raise Morale and his oranges, his Remove Scurvy. It just gives him that little bit more mobility in the top lane. Building into Triforce, which has always been a really good item on Gangplank.
Teemo fighting with Nami, picking up the kill with only a Poison Dart and Blinding Dart. Like his typical combo.
I'm not sure what happened there with Nami. It looked a little bit like she disconnected because she just stood still, and you really don't expect that from a player of this caliber. Really, just to...
No, Caitlyn now in trouble as they turret dive. Teemo tanking the turret. Nami, Italy is still there. Caitlyn's barrier surviving as Teemo flashed back in to pick up the kill.
Yeah, really
Dark
well done.
misses in the middle, forcing a playful trickster from Fizz as Charm did land on him.
Really well done there by the Nidalee Teemo combination, just to be able to tank out the tower properly. Nidalee did hit a couple of auto attacks on a minion, which probably wasn't the best target, but they managed just to switch over the aggression, the aggro of the turret, and get that kill. We see Teemo going for the Fiendish Codex, probably going to build that into a Deathfire Grasp or even a Morello Nomicon, which is a really good item as well.
Could go into Nashor's Tooth as well.
Yeah, that's true. It does build into Nashor's Tooth,
and that is one of the major items for Teemo.
Yeah, you do see that.
Are in trouble in the middle, as Blue Sin still comes for the gank. He did get charmed, but she's not dealing that much damage to him.
The problem for Blue Sin is he's not level 6, and the other Lee Sin, the Red Sin, is level 7 already. He's just behind on both CS and on kills. That Lee Sin picking up the kill on the Fizz earlier in the middle lane, but the blue bottom lane is really dominating this match. They've got 6 of their team's kills out of the 7, and they're really just putting the pressure on. I'd like to see
Blue and Lee Sin both jump at it. Red Sin picking up the kill as Ari landed a nice charm. They chase after Fizz, who can easily playful trickster over the wall. He uses feeding time. Ari picks up the kill, and Chum the Waters didn't do much damage.
Now, Chum the Waters, like, it doesn't quite do as much damage as you'd expect it to on these sort of
Blanky teleporting from behind Garen, critting him. He did use Garen forced to use his shield, walks through that cannon barrage, and Blanky picks up the kill.
Yeah, well done there by Gangplank, just able to get into that top lane and manage to pick up the kill there on the Garen, just by being in the right place at the right time, really. Gangplank is having a great time in the top lane, got those 2 kills.
Caitlyn stepped on that shroom, picks up, gets blinded. Teemo walking away as Nidalee's spear just missed by a sliver.
Only by a tiny bit there.
Yeah.
I mean, these two teams, they're not really conventional teams in a normal set. I mean, red team are playing a bit more conventionally than this blue team, but if you look at the CS, there's 35 CS on Teemo, and we're 11 minutes into the game. There's 19 CS on Caitlyn, and we're 11 minutes into the game. It's just not really what you'd expect at this point of the game, especially in a sort of a higher level play. But Teemo and Nidalee have done really well in this bot lane. Nidalee getting that Tear of the Goddess, which is quite
First
a common
turret will
pick
go
on
down.
Nidalee. Yeah, it looks
as
like it's going to
Nidalee-
go down.
Yeah, it will be going down very soon, and then it could be followed by dead Caitlyn as Fizz jumps in, misses his Chum the Waters, and he'll just let his fishy friend walk away.
Yeah, couldn't really do anything there. Lee Sin actually coming in for the gank top lane.
Yeah, Lee Sin is ganking top lane, forced a flash out of flank, even though he did land that Sonic Wave.
It looks like
Ari
Ari's
coming
coming
from
over this one as
behind.
well, yeah.
Yeah, Lee Sin did jump in, kicked him back, and Ari will pick up the kill with her Foxfire.
Nice little gank there, just getting the Ari in. Lee Sin probably didn't need to use his flash, but it just helped secure them the kill. I think Ari would have been able to come around and get the kill without that
Either
flash.
way, yeah. I think he just wanted to see if he can do what Insect does, flash
Insect
behind an
mechanics,
enemy
yeah.
and kick.
Insect mechanics are a vital part of this game, so that was probably what he was going for.
Yeah, it had to be said. We're just clarifying it for viewers.
I think one of the problems for this blue team is, yes, they are ahead, but they don't really have enough of an advantage to win the game yet. We're 12 minutes in, and
Blue Sin in trouble. He's 3 levels below both Garen and Lee Sin. Garen picking up the kill. Fizz could pick up a kill on Red Sin, but he will walk away thanks to that safeguard.
yeah, that Lee Sin just keeps getting caught out in bad situations. As I was saying, the blue team really, they've got an advantage and they're pushing this bottom lane, but they don't have as big of an advantage as they seem to think they do. They're not able to do quite as much as they want to, and they're only 2,000 gold ahead. So if they give up a couple of kills or give up a tower, the red team are really going to be back in this game.
They did take that bottom turret out. They still didn't do dragon, so we're just shrooming. Where there is a ordinary ward. Ari moving from behind. Needle Spear misses. Nice charm from Ari. Here comes Red Sin. He did use his kick as Ari picks up the kill. Nami's tidal wave missed everyone. Teemo in trouble. Ari, who is going very low. Caitlyn picks up the kill, making it a shutdown on Teemo as Ari goes down to Teemo. Gangplank did help with his cannon barrage, however.
Yeah, I mean, Teemo managing to get a kill in that situation is really nice. That's his first death as well in the game. It looks like it's going to be a
From the waters did land on Nami. Blue Sin will pick up the kill with his Q.
Blue Sin really needed that kill, and Caitlyn's going to get caught out here. She's just
And
not in a
she's
good
getting
position.
caught. She didn't use flash yet. She's, however, flashing right into the shroom field, and Teemo picks up a kill by Mushroomality.
Yeah, that's just gorgeous. I mean, if as Teemo you can start picking up those mushroom kills, then you've got to just say that you're having a good day. He's 6-1.
Mushroomality.
Mushroomality. He's 6-1 in 3 now, and they really need him in team fights just to lead this team to victory. The rest of his team are ahead apart from the jungler pretty much. If that blue Sin can get back into the game, it will really help out his team. But they are 2,500 gold ahead now, and coming up to around 15 minutes in the match, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a dragon happen quite soon.
Teemo re-shrooming again that area because he knows he'll get more kills that way. He's slightly being chased by Red Sin and Ari. Needle coming around, she gets charmed, drops to 50% health, goes down to Lee Sin, and he'll just walk away.
Didn't we see that fight like 30 seconds before? I'm pretty sure
Yes,
that was
we did.
exactly
this
the
is
same
deja vu.
fight. Yeah. Must have just accidentally pressed the replay button.
Yeah, it happened. This is the first time in spectator mode, live replay.
No, but like the Nidalee and Teemo, yeah, they're doing well. But if they get caught out like that, if this red team manages to roam around, there's no real use them being ahead because they're just going to get caught out and killed.
Garen chasing Blue Sin. Here comes Fizz from the side, nicely allowing Lee Sin to safeguard. Lee Sin did land his Q. Ari coming from the side. The Red Sin's there. Cannon barrage goes off. Ari picking up the kill. She will land a charm. Charm the waters go off. Shut down on Red Sin as Fizz picks up the kill. Fizz using his playful trickster. Ari spirit rushing over the wall. A tidal wave catches one of them. Ari picking up the kill as Gangplank finishes off Garen.
Yeah, I mean, one of the major problems for them at the moment is this Lee Sin on the blue side's only built a Wriggles Lantern, so he's really, really squishy. And the other Lee Sin has got that Spirit of the Ancient Golem, gone into a BF sword now as well. He's just got so much gold in his opponent.
I have a theory about this, Nidalee and Teemo. They want to get caught in that area because of the shrooms, but Nidalee is failing at it.
Yeah, she just dies when she does it.
Yep. Ace in the hole will catch Fizz, but deal not that huge amount of damage. She only has 2 items.
Yeah, it's just not really. She's not really got as much as you'd like to have at this point. I mean, she's got quite a bit of gold in the bank, and nearly sitting. Oh no, she hasn't really got any gold in the bank. Sorry, she's got 3,200, but she's not really sitting on enough to do anything. Be interesting to see when this gangplank starts roaming a little bit more, whether he's able to do a bit more in team fights. Just because he's got his Triforce now, he's got his not his executioner's calling. What's it called? Avarice blade. So he's getting extra gold. Along with the gold.
Wow,
he gets
nice hit from
Parlay.
Nidalee, but
Yeah.
it is immediately healed by Nami because Nidalee is missing items, but while Teemo's taking out almost half health with one of his auto attacks.
Yeah, I mean, Teemo just does a lot of damage.
And blinding dart. He's trying to bait them into that shroom field. Here comes the red sin. Filter Peacemaker misses. Teemo does go down. Actually, Nami goes down as he picks up the kill. He'll use barrier. You make a double kill. Here comes Gangplank. Actually, Gangplank from the side, trying to help them. Red sin did get hit by that blue sin's Q, but they can easily do Dragon now.
Yeah, and something we've seen today is just people not taking these global objectives. Yeah, they're 6 kills in the lead. Yeah, they're 2,000 gold in the lead, but they're just not getting dragons and they're not getting turrets. They've only got 1 turret thus far. They really should be a lot further ahead in this game than they are at the moment.
Also have to note both games that we casted, this one and the last one, blue team didn't have a carry. Red Sin in trouble, gets kicked by blue Sin. Fizz still chasing, safeguards. Red Sin safeguards to Nami and walks away with a sliver of health. That's one lucky Sin.
Yeah, just able to get away because he was had that Nami there to safeguard too. Also, the fact that Lee Sin sort of kicked him away from the Fizz a little bit. I mean, Fizz could still use the Urchin strike to get in there, but he wasn't as close as he would have wanted to
Playful
be.
Trickster right into Caitlyn. He doesn't use his Urchin charge to get it. Gangplank died, making it a killing spree for Nami. Playful Trickster dodges out of the Caitlyn's ace in the hole. Seriously, why is my brain slow today?
Doesn't matter. I mean, the RE is 6-1 now, which is really, really good for her, and she's got that extra gold above this field of 6 field on 5,400, and the RE on 6,700. But it's all on Teemo. If Teemo can survive and actually do some good in these fights, it'll be really nice to see. The problem for them is Garen's caught up a little bit now. He's able to build a tank. He's going for that Sunfire Cape. And if he's able to start tanking out some Teemo damage, I mean, the Sunfire Cape won't help that much because they're mostly AP
really
team.
won't.
But if Gangplank starts getting really tanky, I don't really see what this blue team's going to be able to do about it.
Nope, Listen slightly being caught by Teemo. Teemo still doesn't have his Leandris Torment nor Nashor's Tooth. Charmed Waters misses, Ari in trouble, making the shutdown as Fizz picks up the kill. And that's 500 gold in his favor, right?
Yeah, it's going to be really helpful for him. The fact that the RE hadn't died since that early kill that they got on her in middle lane has just allowed her to stack up that killing spree gold. And Fizz really needed it to get back in the game. He's not snowballing in the way that you'd want him to.
Nearly being stepping on that Yordle snap trap.
Something I've seen this team do a lot is just stand in bushes for ages waiting for things to happen. And yeah, it's great because you can go invisible, etc. But there's no real point doing it when there's someone dead and you can be pushing a lane.
Nearly being caught again by Red Sin. The rest of the red team does join. Ace in the hole will get caught. Nice ward and safeguarding to it. They turn towards the Red Sin. Cannon Barrage goes off. Blue Sin will go down as Red Sin picks up the kill. Nidalee is chucking spears, but isn't helping much. Planky is pushing top while Fizz was in the bottom.
Yeah,
Red team.
Gangplank getting that free tower is really helping them out, but Red team were able to push down this middle lane as well. They should be able to get this tower, but Nami's actually tanking it. She might go down. She's going to go down to the tower.
Teemo in trouble slightly as he's fighting Garen. He'll pick up a very easy kill. Middle turret goes down as Ari picks it up. Nice blinding. Teemo picks up the kill and he is on 50% health. He dodges Listen's Q. They continue to chase. Teemo leading them into that shroom field. But because they had a pink ward?
No,
Oracle?
Lee Sin used his Tempest and Cripple, which actually gave him vision on the mushroom before the Lee Sin, before he actually stepped onto it, so they were able to get it down because they had vision
Wow.
on Teemo, which gave them vision of the shroom. They didn't have vision of that one though, and that's
Nope,
going to take
they
Lee Sin
didn't.
down a little bit. Gangplank actually getting another tower in top lane while that was all going on. Really well done by him, just to be able to continue that split push. If you're Gangplank, you might as well do that because otherwise, in team fights, you don't really contribute a lot until you've got your parlay on a couple of second cooldown as opposed to a longer cooldown.
So Nami catching Fizz, not sure if that's smart for her, as he's quite a few levels above her. Plus Gangplank has that teleport, which means he can easily port out both Lee Sin's Q and Chum the Water's Miss Ari. Nice kick back right into Fizz's hands as he Urchin strikes for the kill.
Yeah, so many insect mechanics going on in this game. Just because,
Indeed.
like, there are two Lee Sins, you have to expect a couple of Flash Dragon Rage kicks back into your team. We've seen a couple of them get pulled off and a couple of them really not get pulled off at all. Fizz building a Zonya's Hourglass Fizz, which isn't an exceptionally common build, but it has, you do see it from time to time. I'm not sure if it's the best idea here, although it means you can Playful Trickster into the team, use his Chum the Waters, use all of his cooldowns, Zonya's as they try and attack him, and then be able to have them all back up for the time that he wants to get
Exactly,
out
that's
of the
what I was
fight.
about to say. Because of Garen and Caitlyn, he can easily just, with that Zonya's Hourglass, as you said, because of the armor, he gains just walk right past into them, use Chum the Waters. Chum the Waters did land, actually miss. Gangplank disconnected, hopefully it will be short. Teemo pew-pewing from the side. It's a thing. Nami low on health has an oracle. That's I think the first oracle of the game.
Oh, wow.
Playful Trickster and Urchin strike right into Caitlyn. Nami's Nidalee spear misses. Nami goes down. Ari doing nice charms on the wolves as the battle rages on. She uses Spirit Rush. Red Sin picks up the kill on Blue Sin. Orb of Deception did land on Teemo and he is trying to run away. Fizz is still there. Teemo trying to be invisible. Lee Sin landed his Q, forced a flash into a wall from Fizz. Nidalee coming from the side with her spears picks up a kill on Caitlyn. Here comes the Shroom. He did catch all three players as Teemo is still chasing or running away with that ghost of his. Actually, no, just W.
Yeah, I mean, that was such a drawn-out fight. That was incredible. The Nami got caught out near her own blue buff, used Tidal Wave in the wrong direction. Then
It happens, it happens.
the Ari got into the back line of the blue team, managed to take them all down quite low. Then Fizz got caught out after missing his Charm the Waters. Ace in the hole came out and hit the Teemo, but Teemo had to run around to the side as well. And then there was just such a long chase going on. Nidalee and Teemo being able to get a couple of kills. But really, I think the fight went across to the red team. It was a 2-for-2 in the end, but red team really got the advantage as they were able to push down this middle lane.
From the Waters land on Garen, followed by Fizz's Urchin strike. Fizz will pick up the kill. Actually, Teemo will pick up the kill as Fizz chases after Ari. Nice nice Urchin strike. He gets charmed into the face. He still continues to chase. Uses his wow. Picks up the kill very easily. Playful Trickster's out. Red Sin in trouble as he's low on health, but he'll easily pick up the kill on Blue Sin as he's 2 levels above him.
Yeah, it really shows how far Red Sin is in the lead of this Blue Sin here. Fizz is coming in as well, but he's not going to be able to get anything. We have to remember, those last 2 fights were 4v5s because Gangplank was actually disconnected for the entire time. I don't think they're going to be able to catch this Lee Sin. It's a bit too tricky for them.
No, he's running away. He has been doing most of Insect's plays, and I think he failed 2, managed to do a solid 1.
Yeah. Actually, Gangplank teleported into this room here. Nami might get caught out. They don't have vision on him, but Nami went the other way for some reason. I'm not 100% sure why, but that was a really nice support.
Dragon is
mindset
back
there.
up. We could be seeing another dragon. Fizz is chasing Nami. They just want her dead so she doesn't roam around with that oracle. So he will deal quite a bit of damage. Force a flash out of her and pick up the kill.
That Ignite just getting the kill. She actually flashed just after the Ignite went down, so a little bit of a wasted flash, but not
Ace in the hole
really.
wasted on Fizz as he'll just walk away.
It looks like Ari's actually going to come down. She might catch out this Lily here. Here comes the
Arm
Chomp.
misses. Orb of Deception did land on them. Spirit Rush is off. She did get sharked, but manages to secure her team that 2 kills. He walks away.
Nicely done by the Ari. Got the 2 kills. helped get the 2 kills. So Garen actually trying to chase it on the Lee Sin, not able to get anything out of that.
Yeah,
And,
he wasn't chasing Lee Sin, he was clearing shrooms.
oh, clearing shrooms with his body.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Teemo, like, he's 10, 2, and 3, but he's not really doing the damage we'd want him to be doing at the moment. Like, they just don't seem to be taking objectives. They had a good phase of the game where they got the bottom 2 turrets, and then Gangplank split pushed and got the top 2 turrets. But right now, they're only 2,500 gold in the lead, and they don't have a traditional AD carry. Yes, the AD carry on the red team is 171 with 58 CS, 27 minutes in the game, and is really getting shut down hard. But I'd prefer that over a team that just doesn't know what to do with their lead. I'd prefer to have a team that I know.
This looks like MYM.
Yeah, it really does. It's just not doing anything yet.
No, they're dancing around that dragon, and they're not doing much of it. There aren't many pink wards, nor is there an oracle on the blue team to try to clear anything. Teemo did start a dragon, with blue Sin will help him.
And they're going to take it down really quickly because of the Teemo poison. Lee Sin is coming across the site. Red Sin is coming across here. Gangplank's going to be there as well.
Blue Sin did smite properly, so that was secured dragon. This is the second dragon for the blue team.
There's actually a fight going on in top lane. Fizz is going on as Gangplank.
Garen did go down. Now I'm using tidal wave to waste. That wasn't even needed.
Yeah, Nami
because Garen was dead before it started.
She's done badly with a couple of tidal waves in this game. Like one, I think was just a misclick.
Is looking for he's baiting. He dodged a nice bubble. Donya'd through Chari's charm. That Spirit Foxfire will catch him. Playful Trickster out of it. Spirit Rush is used. Ahri picking up a kill, making it a shutdown, and she died herself to Nidalee. Caitlyn in trouble, forced to flash. Red Sin low on health. Gangplank picking up a kill on Caitlyn with his static shiv.
Yeah, that parlay just did a huge amount of damage with the extra critical damage coming there, but Teemo wasn't even in the fight.
Yeah, Teemo is chasing Red Sin. He did use that blinding dart and poison, but he was just trying to help Blue Sin escape. Nice safeguard on that siege minion. They're picking up a bit of the minions there. Teemo tanking the turret, taking 2 unnecessary hits, and they are just walking away as Planky is still split pushing that top.
I'd really like to see them getting turret. I know I've said it a few times, but they're just not using their advantages. They're 9 kills up, they're 5 turrets up to 3. They took an easy dragon. If they
They're
wanted
pinging
properly,
Baron.
It's probably not the best idea. It's sort of a beginner trap at this point, just because if you go for Baron now, it's so easy for the enemy Lee Sin, who's higher level than your Lee Sin, to jump in and steal it. They have a great Baron team, plus this red team. Nami tidal wave, Caitlyn ace in the hole, Garen spinning to winning in Baron pit, Lee Sin jumping in and stealing it, and Ahri just spirit rushing around using that charm to get a lot of damage off. And I think if they go for Baron, it's probably not going to end well for the blue team. I think they should just push a lane and win the game.
They didn't go for it. They're just clearing their jungle. Teemo shrooming. Yes, I'm sad we haven't seen more mushroomality happening. Gangplank in trouble, forced a flash over that wall as he was escaping Ahri and Garen. Nami in the middle, trying to clear a bit. Minions get that extra golden experience on her as Red Sin and Fizz are fighting. Fizz jumping up on him, using Playful Trickster. He didn't use, however, Chum the Waters, so it could be going up now soon. He did catch Lee Sin, knocked him up, forced a flash into the bush, and shut down as Fizz picks up the kill.
And there's an engage in middle lane as well.
Yeah, it is. Tidal Wave catches 2 of them. Cannon Barrage did go off. Blue Sin landing a Q on Nami. Will chase in, force her to go over the shroom. Actually, Garen walked over the shroom. Fizz goes down as Ahri picks up the kill. Nami went down as well. Gangplank still chasing, using static shift very nicely over the minions to get to Garen. And is still fighting Garen, forcing him to use both barrier and his personal shield. Garen Planky picks up the kill, walks away. If Caitlyn doesn't have her ace in the hole, or that would have been one dead pirate.
Yeah, and I like that fight. Like, it was a 1-for-3 exchange, and it was only because the Fizz got caught out going back to base. But they need to, I say this every time, they need to use their advantages. They should have stayed around, got that mid turret, been able to push up the lanes. Teemo was still on full health. Barry had flashed there.
Yeah, first barrier flashed to Caitlyn, picking up a kill with that poison, but dying to Red Sin anyways because of the turret damage that he got.
Teemo is just really greedy. Like, it's the only way I can explain it. He's not playing as if he wants to win the game. He's playing as if he wants to end the game at 23-4 and doesn't really care if he wins it or not. It's the sort of level that you would see in beginner matches where people don't understand that it's objectives that win you games rather than kills that win you games.
No, I must say I really am enjoying the new spectator mode. The A for action that just shows a nice bar on bottom, as well as the dragon and baron timers. I've just noticed the dragon timer.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It looks really flashy.
But dragon will be up in a minute 30. Baron is still up because it hasn't been taken
Fizz
yet.
slightly in trouble on top as he got ganked by Garen and Lee Sin. Lee Sin missing his Q. Garen continuously to chase. Nice Chum the Waters catching both of them, knocking them to the side. Playful Trickster was used. Still has his Zhonya Hourglass, however. So they're chasing Force the Flash. Garen low on health. Playful Trickster again. Urchin Strike to pick up the Garen. Urchin Charge. And Lee Sin still chasing him. Nice Zhonyaing, but will dodge right immediately. Playful Trickster. Wow, that damage from Fizz. Nice dodge from that Lee Sin's Q.
Yeah, nicely done. I mean, the fact that he's very good at hitting that Zonya's right in the right moment. He did it to dodge an Ari charm earlier as well. But still, I keep saying this, they're 6,000 gold in the lead and they're not taking any objectives. It's been 5 turrets to 3 for the last 10-15 minutes of this game. And I'd really like to see them just do something with it. Yes, they got a dragon.
Do you know what this reminds me of?
What is this? Is this EG versus Moscow 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, EG versus WE without Ward Wars.
I'm probably going to start cheering the fact that they killed a ward soon. I mean, Dragon's up in 9 seconds, so maybe they'll go for that. But
hopefully,
if Caitlyn gets to 6 items and positions herself well in a team fight, if they keep delaying this, I mean, I don't know what Caitlyn is building. She's gone Bloodthirster, No Magic Mantle, Brawler's Greaves. I'm not sure what that is meant to build into.
Neither do I, and I'm a regular color caster, and this confuses me.
Yeah, it does. I don't think it builds into anything exceptional. She's probably just trying to mitigate the damage from Teemo. I would have probably liked to see actually an early
Teemo getting in trouble. He did force Lee Sin to jump on him to get on that Q. Nidalee getting caught by Nami will be picked up by Ahri. And they will chase after Teemo. Double kill for Ahri. She will go down to Gangplank as he picks up the kill. They continue to fight. Caitlyn just standing to the side using her 90 caliber net to go back out. Flashed over the wall towards the blue buff pit. Fizz dealing tons of damage, picking up Nami, jumping over. Caitlyn goes down as Gangplank picks up his second kill of the fight. Double kill for Fizz, and he can easily turn around and pick up Garen. He'll just do that, making that triple kill, and they can take either Dragon or that middle inner turret.
I hope they take the turret. Oh, surrender. A surrender vote has come out. I don't even want to say well played, Blue Team. I don't even want to say it, because I don't think they played that well. Like, yes, they won the game, but...
Trolls. I'm just gonna say trolls.
Yeah, like, they could have won it so easily earlier on. Well played to them in the fact that they got more kills than their opposing team.
No, well played because Teemo played superbly. He did place those shrooms brilliantly. He did manage us to... he got me to say, hey, to watch Teemo play, to see a Teemo in-game,
yeah,
and to do a mushroommality shout.
Well done with your mushroommality shout. And yes. He mushroomed very well and was able to put a lot of pressure down on the map. But well played also to the red team. They were unlucky. They just got shut down really hard in that.
To be honest, the best player MVP for the blue team, I would say, is Fizz.
Yeah, I mean, Fizz probably played the best. And he's on my friends list, so I've got to say that sort of stuff because he's awesome.
I didn't know he was on your friends list, but I still, because of his plays, his movements, he did play a bit of more aggressive in times when he shouldn't, and he got caught when he shouldn't, which allowed the red team to get some extra kills, especially Ahri to snowball slightly.
Yeah.
But he, later on when he got that Zhonya's, he easily did really nice Playful Trickster Zhonya combos to make him live longer and get the kills, because he did deal huge amounts of damage, or in case of Freak, tons of damage.
Tons of damage. Yeah, just really well done. I think I'm going to call it there for casting tonight. Thank you very much for casting with me, Tempe. It's been fun.
You're welcome.
I will be back on next week with Tempe to cast, and see you guys then. If you want to follow me, I'm at The Only Sona on Twitter, and I have a YouTube account called The Only Sona as well. Tempe is
At Tempe Crow on Twitter, all put together, and on YouTube I'm Tempe Crow, so
excellent.
you can find me there.
Well, have a nice night, guys, and hopefully see you next week.
Have fun and see you next one.